Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back with another amazing author. I just met this young lady last night, and I'm already excited to hear all about what she has going on. So what we are about to talk with Kara Jackson. Hello,
Yes.
Kara.
Hi.
Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I am former basketball coach, former
Wow.
teacher, and now new author. So yeah,
Oh, is
that's
the
in a
book?
nutshell.
Is the book about basketball?
The book is not about basketball. The book is about my own life, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 17 years of homosexuality, and the Lord made a way and delivered me from it. So my book
Wow.
is.
Now you know you can make a lot of people mad by saying that.
It's okay.
I love that.
It's okay. As long as I point him to Jesus, I don't have nothing else to do with that, right?
Oh,
I don't have nothing else to do with that.
yes.
Like he clearly tells us that they gonna hate me because they hate him. So
That's true.
it's all right.
And
I did what I was supposed to do.
had to come to that realization back in my 20s. I was like, man, why are people always talking about me? And why they do it? And it hit me. I said, they talked about Jesus. They plotted
did.
on him. So what makes me think that I can just be above that? Like I can't be talked about as well.
And that's where the whole title came from. It's bigger than me. So my sister, she was walking me through this process, helping me to, get through it. And we were in the parking lot at my job one day, and she gave me some love, and she was like, "Look, this is bigger than you." And I was like, "I'm tired of being the bigger person." And then the Lord clearly said to me, "I was the bigger person." And so from there, I started this journey, and he led me to write this book. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So show us the cover.
So Bigger Than Me by Kara Jackson is a picture of a young lady looking over the whole city, because the whole world really, because it's bigger than me.
Now, is this fiction or is this nonfiction?
Oh no, it's very real. So like if you just want to be nosy and understand what happened to me, this what you read. But no, this is very real.
And I ask people often. I get people who ask me to help them to write their memoirs, and I always ask them the same question: are you ready down in front of the world and share your story? And are you ready for the judgment that will come along with it?
Right. And I think that's what makes the book so special, because I tell everything. There's a chapter in here called Strength, and it's probably one of my most favorite chapters because I'm so raw. I'm very vulnerable in it. And I know that a lot of people that are part of the LGBTQ plus community, they go through this. They've went through this. They've gone through this, which makes them relatable to this.
Yeah.
And so no, I'm very open, very vulnerable in this book. It tells from childhood molestation to my parents, me feeling like they weren't always the best supportive or felt loved. I had to talk to some people before I released this.
Okay.
But there are no names or anything in here, but still, just I knew that they would read it, and so I had to sit down and have some conversations.
People probably recognize themselves.
Of course. And so I had to sit down and have some conversations. Like, look, like it's my story, and I just want you to know that this is what's in it. And they were open to it. And so this is very real. It's very real.
Yeah. So how did you finally come to the realization that? Well, let me rephrase the question.
Okay.
How did you find the strength to write the story? Because it takes a lot of courage to write something like this.
So initially, when my sister and I were in the parking lot and she said Bigger Than Me, I originally started a live session on Instagram that I titled Bigger Than Me, and it really was just to hold myself accountable. After I made the decision to say, okay, God, I'm going to surrender this. I'm going to give you this. And it really was to hold myself accountable. And as I'm doing this live on Instagram, I get people in my DM like, listen, I'm going through the same thing. I'm trying to do the same thing. And I'm just like, okay. And so COVID hit. I had just retired from teaching. I say retired because I ain't old enough to retire, but I was done.
In other words, you quit.
Okay. So at the right time, COVID came, and I had a lot of free time. And so the Lord just started downloading, and like I surprised myself with some of this things. Like, I remember that. And so so I started writing during COVID, and the book just got released 2024. The Audible version just got released last month.
You did an Audible version?
I did. Yep. So Kindle, Audible, and paperback.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you.
And are you going to write more?
I am. So I have 3 more just waiting to be published.
And these nonfiction as well? Or different aspects of your life?
Not different aspects of my life, but just I think what God is calling me to do is really just draw people into Him and just him to get people to understand, like just come in a relationship with him. And that's really what my heart is for this book. I have other titles from coaching to calling, and so it's just encouraging coaches how to coach the Christian way.
So you're still coaching?
I'm not still coaching. God has called me from that. As of right now, I do think eventually I'll get back to it, but just right now it's not his plan. But I have another one coming that I've written entitled "Lose the Weight: Understanding Salvation Through the Eyes of Exercise." So just relating some
I really
things.
love this. It's kind of like higher level thinking. These are everyday things, but you're looking at them in such a different way.
Right.
And that makes it really
Right.
interesting.
It's timeless. Like 10 years from now, people can still read this book and get something from it. It'll never go old. And then the other says people, it'll never get old. So
Right.
yeah, so that's where I am. I will have a sequel to this called Bigger Than Us.
Oh,
And so it talks about a relationship that was first godly and then got perverted, and then some things had to happen for us to let go of each other, and God redeemed our relationship. But I think a lot of people in the community, it's just hard for them to let go of that thing, that one person, right? And so I will have a sequel to this. Not sure when, but I will have a sequel to it.
well, I would love to stay connected because, like I said, just your way of looking at things, and you have to sometimes be unapologetic when you're writing stories like this, but at the same time, you still want to, be sensitive to the people you're writing
That's
to.
right. That's right.
Because some people maybe find themselves in that community because they're looking for love that they didn't find before.
That's right.
They feel accepted.
That's right.
And then how do you tell them, okay, no, this is wrong. You've got to move away from this. But they're like, well, this is the one community that accepts them.
Which was part of my story.
Wow.
So it'll give them an opportunity to see, like, I see you. Like, I understand. I know exactly where you are. And God sees you too. And so my heart is not to tell people that they're wrong, because that's not what I'm saying in here. What I'm saying is I have a devotion in here too that is titled Gay with God. And that's really where people are going to be mad because they think that's blasphemy. But just do it with them and let him do the rest. Just do it with him. That's what I did. And that's all I can tell them. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be an interesting book. I'm going to have to get a copy of this one.
I got one right here for you. I got a pen and sign it too. So I got one.
Sure. We're going to have to get you on the Horizons Orthodox so we can do a longer interview.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Where are you located?
I am in Durham, North Carolina.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. I'm in Durham, North Carolina right now. Yep.
Okay. Well, I live in the D.C. area, and we are here in Houston.
Houston, we got a problem.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming over and sharing the story.
Thank you.
Everybody, if you want to find this book, first of all, if you're in Houston, then you need to come here and get the book.
For sure.
If you're not in Houston, then you can visit Kara at KaraInspires.com.
That's right.
Boom. And are you also on social media?
I am. Called to Write. Called_TO_Write is my Instagram name. Kara Jackson, Facebook, and Called to Write on TikTok as well.
Boom. All right. You heard it here, guys. So Bigger Than Me by Kara Jackson. This is the author, Kara Jackson.
Thanks, guys. Go get the book.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. I really did bring a mark over here.